Hey guys, Nick here. So today we're going to be taking a look at the 2024 Yamaha Wolverine X2 XT-R. Now Yamaha did just release the 2025 models, so we're going to talk about some of the differences, even though we're looking at the 24 here today. So let's first talk a little bit about the powertrain, then we're going to kind of jump into some of the features of the Wolverine here. So this is powered by a 850cc fuel-injected, liquid-cooled, parallel twin engine, which is then paired up to Yamaha's Ultramatic transmission, which is a belt drive system, but adjusts through the clutches versus putting adjustments on the belt itself, which allows it to reduce wear. And Yamaha then offers a 10-year warranty on the belt drive. But what it essentially means is that it adjusts through the clutches so that it reduces the wear and tear on the belt, and that's the reason why Yamaha offers a 10-year limited warranty on the belt. And coming from a dealership end, I never see these back in blowing belts or hearing about belt slip issues with these. And so that's what really sets Yamaha apart there. Now with the Wolverine model, they do offer two models. They make an 850 and a 1000. Now I'm going to say right off the bat, if you're tinkering and you think, well, maybe I want the 1000 because I want more power, you really at that point should just buy the R-Max, honestly, if you want the 1000, because once you start getting into that price bracket, you're not far off from the R-Max and you get a bigger machine, bigger wheel and tire, just more performance, just bigger everything. If you're kind of demanding and you want that kind of output. If you want something that you're going to be doing more recreational use, get around the property, you want something with some kind of sport utility use to it, then you get around, do some trail riding, be comfortable and do a lot of riding, but as well you're going to do some light hauling and work with it. Maybe throw a bunch of logs in the bed, a couple hay bales, tow a couple trailers, then this is a great option for that. But if you want something that's really pure work, Yamaha does make their Viking series, but it's a little bit out of date. So I lean a little bit more towards the Honda Pioneer lineup, like the 700 or even the 1000 there. But bang for buck value, I think this is probably the best piece that Yamaha makes. You're in this right shy of about $18,000. I think it's about like $17,500, $17,600 it comes out to out the door of the pricing on the screen for the XT-R. They make an R-Max version of this for $24,000, but you don't get a lot of the accessories, and the pricing is so close between the two, you should just go straight for the XT-R, honestly, because the way Yamaha has dressed this up is it gives you all the accessories you would want for someone that's going to go out and ride and use this machine. You get the nice, fancier, nicer aluminum wheels and tire setup. You get a worn winch up front, which is huge. You have, of course, adjustable driver's seat, which you can slide forward and backwards, tilt steering wheel. You have LED floor lighting in this. You get the roof. You get the mirror. You have LED headlights and tail lights. And of course, we'll get up close and I'll show you all of that. You get a lot of features and amenities at a price point that on other machines you're just getting into. For example, a Honda Pioneer, you're in about $16,000, and that's without throwing the winch in and a roof. And even with those accessories, you're still not getting LED headlights and tail lights. You're not getting the floor lighting. You're not getting adjustable seats like you do with this. And something as well, what Yamaha does really nice is their plastics all around this machine. It's a real hard, durable plastic that's not going to really want to fade right away. Like, again, some of the competition out there, which is very nice that they do that. So that's enough kind of ranting and rambling about it. Let's get up close and show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to go for a tour around this machine, but we're going to start right up front. First one and foremost, the big one that's going to stick out is that 4,500-pound worn winch. With, of course, free spool and all. Makes it a quite nice operation to use. The way the switch is integrated into the dash as well. It's all right there, ready to go. And as many of you know, Warn is one of the, if not the best of the best when it comes to their winches. The next one on this front end you're going to notice is those LED front headlights with low and high beam, which is a really sweet, nice piece that they do there. And as well, you get LED taillights in the back. So you get all LED lighting around this machine. Now when it comes to your hood, you can walk up, take these pieces here, tabs, you twist them, pull up in the center, there's a couple brackets, slide forward. The hood comes right out. And right there we're going to see our access to our airbox, our battery, all of our main electronics, and as well the big nice feature on the Yamaha that I haven't even talked about is a speed management system Yamaha includes. Now you must turn the machine off to do this, but you can swap it between off and on with the turn of a switch, and that key is removable, and it's a nice little gray key. So your main key is going to look the same, except it is going to be matte black. So that's pretty nice that you can swap it in and out. And what that's basically going to do is limit the power output and the top speed of this machine. So if you want to throw someone on that's maybe a bit more of a novice rider that hasn't really driven much, and you're a little bit more worried, or they might be more prone to getting into trouble, or you're going to lend this to your kid and you don't want them to get into as much trouble, it's kind of nice they do that. You can kind of restrict them without them kind of knowing. So it's a nice little hidden feature. That's why they put it under the hood. It's not something someone's going to notice or know about right away. Alrighty, so now that we're looking at the back of the machine here, a couple things. Starting all the way at the bottom is going to be our receiver, so you can slide your hitch right in, tow any and all your trailers that you want to with this, which is really nice. You get a real heavy, high towing capacity as well with this, and you as well even get a really nice bed load capacity in this as well. Nice thing with the Yamaha is that you get an actual latch for your tailgate. Instead of side latches like you do with other brands, you get a real latching tailgate like you would on your pickup truck. And then you have supports on both sides, of course, for that. And as well, you even have 4 tie down points in each corner of the bed. And again, there are those LED tail lights. And another nice feature with the Wolverine is, of course, your bed dumps. And the nice part about that is that you can dump it on the passenger and the driver's side. Now, walking up to the Wolverine on our passenger side, I'm going to show you these big full-sized, or I guess full-sized half doors, but they're really quite large. And as they open here, show you the inside. If you do some of like the LE limited models on the bigger ones, speakers go right there, which is why that's like that. Down here though, we're going to see our fuel fill, and we're going to take a look at those full-sized bucket seats, which is quite nice that Yamaha includes that. Now right in front of us we have our grab bar right there, and in there is our owner's manual and books, and we have some storage room on both sides, which is nice, which then carries around into the middle of the machine here. 12-volt cigarette outlet right there, more storage, cup holders, auxiliary switch locations, so if you want to put any accessories on this, you can put them right there. It's all set to go. More storage in here. We have a big center storage with drain holes in the back of each section. The front one's a little bit deeper but taller, and the back one's a bit longer and a little bit more shallow, so it's nice to get some flexibility there. It all latches shut. Of course, the display's right there, and there's a look at that door. So now we can kind of shut that. So then when you want to hop out, just grab your lever, opens right up. So now let's move on to the driver's seat. Alrighty, so now that we are in our driver's seat, we're actually going to look up a bit. There's our mirror, which is quite nice. Now over here we're going to see our controls for our 4-wheel drive and our headlights. This top one here are 2-wheel drive. The back end is always locked. Then you go into 4-wheel drive, which then engages the front, making that limited slip. And then you slide that over to diff lock. And now we'll make it so the front diff is locked, giving all 4 wheels are going to be turning and getting power equally, which is quite nice in heavy mud or snow, of course. And then 4-wheel drive, you're going to be needing it just in some mud and kind of still turning with it. And then, of course, just standard 2-wheel drive. Below that, we have our headlights. We have an off, we have a low beam, which turns on our tail lights and our headlights on a low, and then high beam, which puts on our high beams up front. Right here in our driver's area, we have a tiltable steering wheel, up and down. Real nice, real smooth operation. You have a thicker, softer kind of rubber grip on the steering wheel, so that makes this very comfortable to hold and handle and drive around with. On the left, or on the right side of it, is going to be our key. Just going to have the Yamaha name on it. Harder key, which is nice. And then it kind of goes back here. Slide that in, turn it on. Now something you'll really notice with the Yamaha side-by-sides is the fit and finish is really nice. like the grip on the steering wheel, the seats you get with it, the key has a lot more of a kind of firm, better quality feel to it. All these switches have a real nice engaging feel to them. And when we engage our diff lock, shows it on the dash there. Two-wheel drive shows it like that. And then, or sorry, four-wheel drive, and then two-wheel drive makes it all go away. Now there is a couple neat little quirks to this machine. You have LED floor lighting. So right now you actually can see that blue kind of LED flashing down. You have one in the driver's pan area here and one on the passenger side as well, which is nice. We have a high and a low range shifter right down here. Reverse all the way back, neutral in the middle, one up is high, all the way up is low. We have our handbrake right here. You can pull back, push forward to let go. We have a million different warning stickers. And then up here is our winch for our out and our in. And then above that, it's gonna be hard to see, but we have a neutral right here. It's gonna tell us we're in reverse. The red light there, then it goes neutral, green, high is orange, and then low will be a, I believe that's a red. But I gotta have to have the machine running for it to go in. On the right side, we have a seatbelt and a helmet light. So I'm not completely sure how that works, but with the seatbelt, it'll only do about 10 miles an hour without the seatbelt clicked in. And then the helmet will limit you to about 18 miles an hour without a helmet on. I still don't know how that works. If you actually have one of these machines and you know how that works, where the sensor is, or how that really works with the helmet, definitely let me know in the comments below. I still haven't figured out how that quite works. We do have a high beam light, which is right there in blue. Turn that on and off. You have a battery light, temperature light, and a check engine light below that on this right side. And again, all of our different drive gears that we're going to be in. Odometer up top, digital fuel gauge right there. You have a trip on the top bar. You have 2 trips, which is this one here. A wrench will come on when it's time to be serviced, which is about 100 miles for the first service on this. Then on the bottom, we have our voltage. We have our coolant temperature. So I had it running a little bit, so we're at 135 right now. Our clock, our hours, we have a half hour of this. And then the reset button is to reset the trips if you want to do that. Program that all in. We as well have an adjustable driver's seat, which can slide forwards and backwards. And that is a very nice touch as well. So I think we've gone through everything pretty quickly. So I think it's time we take it for a spin. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all did enjoy and found this useful and entertaining. This is seriously a really sweet machine that Yamaha offers, and I think is very severely undervalued in the market for a side-by-side. A lot of people like to gravitate towards some of the Can-Am and a lot of the Polaris stuff, and if they don't want a belt drive, then they usually go towards the Honda. And people start to kind of overlook the Yamaha, and they always look at them as an expensive performance division, which is true. Usually their stuff is a little bit more money, but it is definitely a lot more of a premium, better quality built machine. The fit and finish on everything is just so much nicer and better than a lot of what is out there and offered. The quality of the plastics, the features you get, and you're still in this under about $20,000. Like we talked about earlier, you have real serious wheel and tire setup. You get that Warn winch already installed. I mean, you're set to go ride. You have LED lights, so you're gonna see all night long as well. You really can't go wrong with these. The only way I could really complain about a Wolverine is I don't like their 4-seaters. I think the Wolverine and R-Max stuff is great in 2-seater variances, but I wouldn't gravitate and want one of those if I want something that I'm going to be hauling 4 people with and doing utility work as you lose that bed. So that's why I really gravitate towards the 2-seater variances than their 4-seaters. If I want something that's 4-seater stuff, I really like the Hondas because those have those quick flip setups where you can flip up the seats and you can stow them away. But that's going to do it. You guys leave your comments and questions down below. If you own one of these, share some of your experiences with it. So I hope you all did enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if you are new to support the channel as always. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.